Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I have a quick tip for all you Honda owners out there that might have a power steering leak that you're quite not sure of where it comes from. And today I'm going to show you what the common failure is, and it's right here next to me. Now before we go ahead and begin, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Definitely smash the like button because it helps the channel out. With that said, let's go ahead and get started on today's video. So you have your Honda vehicle, let's say it has a power steering leak and it looks like the reservoir is leaking, but you don't see any cracks or anything. You might assume it's a line and you replace those and you still have a leak. Now that's what kind of happened with this vehicle owner that this power steering reservoir came out of. They had it into a different shop. They did all the power steering lines when they did the rack, and they continuously had a leak in the other shop. Replaced every single line and everything, and they inspected the tank and they said the tank was good, it wasn't leaking. But the customer noticed that they would only have a leak by the tank area, and then the top would be popped off of it, which is the little red cap that we have here on our reservoir. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but typically when that happens, the reservoir is the one at fault. Even though this isn't cracked or has an actual leak coming out of the bottom of it or anything, what typically happens is if you find that this cap pushes up and you're getting oil all down, and you guys can see this one is pretty crusty. I did clean up the top for a diagnosis, but I noticed that this cap always had oil in it, and you can see there's kind of oil there at the top starting to make its way down. But I noticed that it was just leaking profusely from the top. So I cleaned everything up. I put a little bit of dye in the system, and there was no green dye anywhere except for around the reservoir and the frame rail where this thing sits. So I took it off and I was looking at it and I was trying to figure out. I'm like, there's no cracks. I mean, I even pressure tested this where I plugged these up, was pumping air in here, and it held. And then when I was looking at it, trying to figure out why would it leak that way, I kind of stumbled into what I think is the issue. Now, I could be wrong here, but I don't think I am. So on the inside of these, it's very hard to see, but I'm sure you guys can see that little mesh, and you see some dirt particles in there. That mesh is a filter. It helps keep big debris from going into the system. And what I think is happening when it gets dirty and as old as this one is, that filter or that screen clogs up, therefore creating more pressure when the power steering is basically recirculating the fluid, and that pressure is causing this to pop up. And then when you have a hard steer turn one way or the other, and the pump sometimes will dip the oil pressure up or maybe even turn the car really quickly, it was just leaking out. Or due to the excessive pressure, it could have been having like a blow-by type of event. Now, it's really hard to say which one it is, but I am glad to report that we went ahead and replaced the power steering reservoir. We got one from a local part supplier. I wish I would have gotten the original one, but these cost quite a bit at the dealer. Customer didn't want to do that, so we went with the aftermarket one, and the car has no more leaks. It's been on the road. We put dye in it, we filled it up, let out all of the air, and the customer no longer has an issue with the power steering leaking. So if you drive a Honda that has this style reservoir and you have a leak and it's only coming out by where the reservoir area is, you may want to replace your reservoir because this more than likely will be your issue. So with that said, guys, hopefully this video was educational. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Like always, comment, like, and subscribe because it definitely helps the channel grow. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll catch you on the next video.